all them haters. Two fat guys, no more waiting. Two fat guys, podcast, talk for all them haters. Two fat guys, no more waiting. Two fat guys, podcast, two fat guys. Oh, y'all thought it was over, huh? Hey, Crazy, hey, Dan, come tell them.
Talk your talk, man, talk your talk, brother.
I got something I gotta say. Say it loud. Hey, yo, worldwide exclusive. Two fat guys, two fat guys, podcast. Yeah, two fat guys, two fat guys, podcast. Two fat guys, two fat guys, two fat guys, podcast. Two fat guys, two fat guys, podcast. Two fat.
And gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Psycho Worldwide in association with One Mind Entertainment proudly brings to you two of the greatest podcast hosts in the world. I am Crazy Captain. Dan Jones is backstage trying to get his audio together, but we are two fat guys podcast. What it do? What it do? What it do? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Hope you had a good week. I had a good week, but we are back for more shenanigans. Y'all can't see Dan because, like I said, he is off stage right now, completely spazzing the fuck out because he can't get his mic to work. But like I said last week, what's the Two Fat Guys podcast without some audio issues, right? We're gonna get it right one day, folks. I swear to God, we will. Um, but outside of that, we are here and we are going to have a great show tonight. Um, soon as Danny gets like, I just need him to talk so I can hear him. That I know he's working. But other than that, while he's trying to get his stuff together, we have a packed show for you tonight. We have a packed show for you tonight. But before we get into that, I need to shout out a friend of mine at work. She put me on to somebody who makes some of the greatest awards for organizations, and she also makes tumblers. And one of the things that I caught my eye, and shout out to the moderators in the building. I'm a huge Rocky fan. For those who don't know, I am a massive, massive Rocky. So, with that being said, I realized she a friend of mine, my coworker, showed me that she made a Rocky tumbler, which is this right here. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. She got all the good stuff on here. All the good stuff. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, see. All some of the greatest Rocky moments on this tumbler. And I'm for it. And this is a new product that she has now. And like I said, I wanted to shout her out, give her some love. So if you guys need awards done, then she does metal, she does like little crystal engraving, she does a lot. The name of the business is Carter Awards. Her name is Emma Carter. Carter Awards, and her email address, you can reach her guys' orders at carterawards.com. They do awards, trophy, plaques, medals, and custom work. Like I said, she hooked me up with this. I'm really appreciative. So shout out to Emma for doing this for me. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. So, like I said, we did not come alone. I got some friends in the background that's waiting to jump on. That's waiting for us. So I'm gonna bring one of them on right now. Y'all know her. Y'all know her very well. She's the host of Coffee and Tea. And she has an active dog episode coming out. Right? Oh my God, I can't wait to watch. She was an active dog episode coming out. Right? She was also coughing into. She's about lady. Put your hands together for Miss Chris. How you doing, Miss Chris?
Hello, Mr. Roboto. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, I asked why not that the door something up to drop this virtual background.
I know. I couldn't help myself. I just wanted to be like, I couldn't remember the beginning of it, but now I remember it's Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto. So,
Right.
you know. So,
So, how are you?
I'm wonderful, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm good. I need my partner to come and join this conversation because he's the leader of this conversation that
Yeah,
we're having tonight.
he look like he mean mugging in the background. Hey,
Yeah, he is. He
Courtney.
mad
Hey,
right now.
Sean.
Like 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 he mad right now. Yo, go grab charge from your phone. Danny. Your phone normally works. Your phone normally works for you.
What do you say?
Y'all can't see him, but he's like having a
No,
full black man moment.
he need to say
He
something
smashed.
now. Oh, I can hear you
Hey, you're
now.
working. Oh shit, you're working.
It's
You're talking.
working. Yes,
Shut up. See,
real.
you never said nothing, yo. This whole time you doing looking like the inflatable whale
Yo,
tube
I,
and
I
shit.
literally just this AI noise reduction thing,
Okay, so you know that's what
and
it
I
is.
took
Let's
off
cut
and I
off.
took off my whatchamajiggy
All right.
And
So
your
yeah, so
and
now
your doohickey.
and my doohickey and my whatchamacallit and the whatchamasay.
Uh
so
huh.
so now we
All right,
both
let me.
know that the AI voice shit don't is not. And
And,
EV Mups, we love the platform, but the
Hi,
AI voice
Chris.
thing is not working. It's not working, bro.
and your thingamabob.
Right.
Yeah,
And we also had one more guest, who hosts like 19 different podcasts. In the basement would be Married Life, Dad Be Quiet.
Dad, stop
Um,
talking.
yeah, that's the same fucking thing. Just
It's
it's the
not.
same thing. uh, look, if you tell somebody stop talking, you told them to be quiet. Okay, all right. So that was it. Dad Be Quiet.
No, it's Dad, stop
Okay,
talking.
Dad stop talking. All right.
sound like a
So
children's
in
book.
the basement would be Married Life podcast. Dad Be Quiet.
Dad, stop
Driving.
talking.
Stop talking. You know what? Maybe you should change the name to Dad Be Quiet. How about that?
No.
First of
Dad
all, if
stop
Dad ever
talking.
want to be quiet,
Um, at the gas pump would be, at the cookout would be,
Riding with me.
riding would be. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my homeboy, another fellow Northern Viking alum. Put your hands together for Mr. Community himself, Mr. B.
What it do? What it do? What up, people?
What's poppin'? What's good? Shout out to
Okay.
Sean. Sean say hey everyone.
What up, Sean?
Courtney said hey Miss Chris. Courtney said hey Danny. They are in the comments right now. Um, so yeah, we about to get into some shenanigans. And before y'all jump on, matter of fact, go ahead, get it out your systems now. So
huh?
tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to be talking about X-Men 97 season 2. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Did you go get that shirt?
No, I've always had this shirt.
Felt like first of all, you're lying.
The
That is
lies you
brand new
tell.
drip.
I was getting ready to
That's a
say,
brand new
like,
drip. I
Always
can
had
you
this
look
shirt.
smell
like
the
you
newness.
lying.
I can smell the newness all the way from here, sir. Why would you even?
I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
It's in the back of
Hey,
my
hey,
t-shirt pile.
To the back of your t-shirt. Who is?
hey, B. One
What
one
up,
thing
B?
I can say, the people who do the casting for X-Men, they did not miss.
No, absolutely not.
They did not miss.
Absolutely not.
You
Not at
know the
all.
girls.
We can hear you, Kev.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Who
So I keep
over
forgetting I have
that?
a dynamic mic, so I need to be like right in front of it. Um, did you? What is wrong with you?
I was doing the robot.
Have
Don't do
y'all
that ever
seen
again.
have y'all seen the graphic of the young lady that's playing Rogue in the Rogue makeup and hair and everything?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Nah, not yet.
Brian, go to the other chat that we had. This is in the other chat that we had. And I'll make sure and if you see it, just put it in the fat guys chat.
Got you.
Um, so we are going to be talking about X-Men 97, um, the
Oh,
love, legacy, and what comes next. Yeah,
Yeah.
fire, ain't it, sir?
okay, sugar.
um, so that's where we at right now. Now, I attempted to binge watch the 8 episodes that come with this season, and I failed.
How, Sway?
I don't understand how you did it.
I didn't have a moment
Still
to
has a
sit
hope,
down to watch 8 episodes
but
consecutively.
it moves quick, which is
So, and I understand they're only 30-minute episodes, but between me having, to be a husband, a employee, and having a gout flare all the same week, it just wasn't happening.
Well,
So,
we'll give you that. We'll give you that pass. We'll give you that pass. But you
so,
caught up on enough of it, though, right?
yeah, but
All
not
right,
enough
cool.
for me to be fully blown into this conversation. So that's
To be,
why I'm
to
just
be
going to play.
honest, you know enough of it to start the conversation. It kind of lingers off the cartoon from back in the day.
And we ain't going to do that though. That's why I'm the host tonight.
The first question. What?
Don't
What in
ever.
the one division?
All right, so we about to get into this. As I said, we're going to be talking about the season two recap. This is actually one of our roundtable discussions that we're going to be having tonight. Our first roundtable discussion of season 4. So we're going to be having fun. And you know what? Yeah, yeah. You know what, Courtney? You're absolutely right. Said Brian, it still has the store folded creases. Look, I understand you a dad, you a husband, but we don't fold that tight, bro.
it's my ROTC training.
Yeah.
You retired.
First of all, we didn't even fold our stuff at RGC. All that stuff was on hangers. Every last bit of uniform gear we had was on hangers. All right? Dry clean on the hangers, okay?
Oh man.
All right, so Danny, starting with you first, sir. Overall thoughts on season 2.
I'm not gonna lie with you. I think season two was an absolute masterpiece, especially coming off of season one. I don't think it did no wrong, but I do believe that they did. They could have. I needed more episodes to be honest with you. It should have went to 10.
Absolutely.
It should have gave me 10. I think it was kind of rushed getting to the apocalypse at the end, but other than that, I liked it. I just can't wait for season three and season four. Too bad I gotta wait next year.
Why you put my comment up there?
I didn't realize that was your comment. I thought that was somebody like spectating.
How?
And normally, because I didn't read the name, that's why. And normally she'll message the private chat. So that's what threw me off. I know she ain't talking. If she's trying to call me out by not folding my clothes are folded just not right now. And she has a black bag full of unfolded clothes too. So I know she ain't trying to call me out.
We picked the wrong time to talk about folding clothes.
All right.
Yeah, because I got a drawer full of stuff right now.
What is going on?
And I got
I'm just,
laundry. I got
I'm,
laundry I
I'm
washed
just,
last week that's still in the laundry basket.
I'm just letting it go around.
It's not
so you
rollover
got the
minutes.
so you got the dryer that does the auto tumble when you don't
I
get it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's on my wish list. So Chris, what is
Drying your
your
clothes and
overall
be.
thoughts on season 2?
like I kind of agree with Danny. Like it just did not miss. I feel like there
That's an ink.
it's an inkling of something that's getting ready to happen. I wish there would have been more of that inkling of the something that is coming. But I was not I was not disappointed at Ned episode. Um, it was just really really good.
Okay. And shout out to dark skin Keisha for watching. Shout out to her. So
How you doing?
so shout out to Aisha for watching, dark skin Aisha for watching. I said Keisha, Aisha, sorry. For watching. Shout out to her. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Brian, what is your thoughts
I
for
mean,
season two, X-Men 97?
I agree with them. It was well, even with all the hiccups with the writing, it was still a very good show. It kept me engaged, kept waiting for the next week. It made me like I felt like a kid again watching it in every sense
So
of the word.
so you said hiccup with the writing. Let's elaborate. What you mean by that?
So you know the whole with DeMayo, he was
Mhm.
fired he was fired after the first season pretty much. And he had halfway completed season two. So some of his writing was they tried to rewrite it to take writing credit from him. But even with all that, like, because I read in some boards that we were supposed to get the big person at the end of this season. That's why the season moved the way it did. Um, is that me?
I think so.
I don't know who it is. It's somebody.
Hold on. I'll take that out. How about that?
In the
Hold on.
Bluetooth would be.
How about now?
Yeah, it's better. You got a little feedback, but that's what it is. You good.
Yeah, because I cut everything else off. But yeah, yeah. I just feel that from a writing standpoint, it was you could tell where the hiccups was at because it moved certain ways and then it made a sharp left. But well, I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it. I look forward to every episode that was coming.
Okay, okay. So, Chris, what was your favorite moment or storyline from season two?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah. So I have to say that my favorite moment was probably when Storm pulled energy from the sun to create the energy needed to run the ship towards Apocalypse's structure.
Mhm.
Storm is an Omega level unit, a mutant unit, an Omega level mutant. And sometimes when we think about the Mistress of the Elements, that we think of her just in the elemental space, but that chick is bad. And her being able to pull solar energy from the sun is just one of those flexes that I'm just like, Aurora, you got it, girl.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely agree with you on that one. Um, what based off of let me get it right. Yeah, I mean, I'll mess up the storm situation. With storm, I'm gonna elaborate off of you that I was reading that she even catches a strong migraine. She can cause a stir of hurricane wherever she's at. I, she has to be happy for the rest of her life. She has to be. But my favorite moment would have to be the ending of season two.
Mm.
That speech hit different on so many levels when he was talking to Ursham, and I was like, "Look here, man, you got that." When
Are you
I
talking
didn't
about
see him,
Nightcrawler?
yeah, when I seen him at the end, I was like, "Wait, who's he?" Man, that's why I had to text you like, "No."
I told you early. I was like, you're not gonna be ready for it.
I was definitely not, and that's like the cliffhanger of the year. Of
Okay.
the year.
Oh, there you go.
That was, that was
You
different.
like disappeared for like 2 seconds and came back. What about you, Brian? You're still muted.
Choose your words carefully, Brian.
No, you still muted.
There you
No, he's
go.
not muted. He's not muted. Now you're having audio issues.
See, that's DC telling us we don't need to talk about Marvel.
Lies.
I
We
think one
don't
of our
want
questions
to talk.
is we gonna reference DC tonight too.
Mm. I put it in the group chat.
Yeah, that's why I saw that in the group chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got a little offended when somebody said something today. Shout out to Ari Spears,
I,
the
well,
comedian.
Oh yeah, he did say that. He was saying that DC was messing up because they
Yeah,
had Superman and Batman, and I'm like,
yeah.
what do that? What do that mean?
The
They
fact
done
they
had
call Marvel
Superman
the B
and
team.
Batman all this time, and they keep doing the same thing over and over again.
You call Marvel the B team, that pissed me off. I'm like, nah, bro. What are we doing?
Just because
What are we
Spider
doing?
Man outdid Superman and Supergirl combined.
Spider-Man out there, every goddamn body.
Well, here's a hint for DC. When you have characters that are relatable to human beings, it kind of hits different.
Right.
So, Mr. Spears, you should take that in regard. And you got 15 Superman movies and about 20 Batman movies. And your best Batman movie was the one that just left, The Dark Knight. And James Gunn is about to blow that whole deal. But
Nah,
Listen,
it is what it
I
is.
Dark Knight. But I'm going to say the original Batman with Michael Keaton.
That will
I'm
always be
always
a
going to be a
classic.
Michael Keaton fan.
Absolutely. But for this generation, the Christopher Nolan one hit different because
Oh
that was
yeah,
Batman, but this was the Dark Knight. He was a little bit darker. So
yeah.
everybody
Because
was like, oh,
that
we
was
want
that.
this.
But well, that's because it was a graphic. That was a graphic novel,
Yeah,
The Dark Knight. So that's why it hit different. It had to hit different. It had to be dark.
it had to.
Right.
But like I said, when James Gunn took over DC and he squashed all them projects and wanted to do his own, the characters we never heard of, like, dude, we never heard of them for a reason.
but you have to think about it. Like Batman is a dark character. Like I don't care whichever way you slice it.
He
Like
is.
this Bama is fighting crime because both his parents died in the alley. Like
And
he,
he
he
witnessed it.
yes, he dealing with some trauma. So like this Bama is unscrupulously unscrewed. Like it should always be like that. And Superman is the quintessential Boy Scout. Like, but
Yeah,
you keep telling the same story. Like that's the part of it that makes me mad is there's so many more stories between Superman and Batman that they could be telling. Like the Killing Joke. Like they could somebody easily could do that and it be like a stellar movie.
yeah. Because to be honest, to see that killing, that shooting on TV from the Joker killing, shooting Barbara Gordon, that would be amazing. Not, it would be wrong, but at the same
Not,
time,
not even that
Batman
part.
needs that. Batman needs that. The fact that James Gunn keep putting up the opposite of what everybody else is doing in DC. Like, stick to your guy who's making the Batman. Stick to his formula. He did the Penguin and the Batman. We like that. But you want to go somewhere else and make Swamp Thing. We're good.
Here's why you'll never see the Killing Joke on live TV. Is that whole rape scene where he rapes Barbara Gordon and then shows her father the evidence of it.
And that part I understand, but there are ways of hinting at it without having to show it.
Truth.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm getting at is the reason that Marvel is being as successful as they are, as the quote unquote, according to Ari Spears, the B team, is because they're
Who really
telling
listens to him?
I don't know. They're telling stories, but they're telling new stories. It's not we got three different Thors, though it's the same Thor. It's Thor in a different space. We've been telling the same Batman story for how long? We've been telling the same Superman story for how long? And it's like y'all continue rebooting. It's like stop rebooting it. Move on to the next part of their story. I like Supergirl for the simple fact of the matter that it's a new part of the story. Like, yes, part of it is her origin story because up until this point, we haven't really had her outside of a TV show. Like
Mhm.
there is a Supergirl movie, but we don't really talk about it. But
I like that movie.
it was cool. It just it's not one of the ones that they talk about like when you talk about the whole DC universe or whatever. But it's a different look in a different part of the story. Now the next thing somebody should tell is either something with them combined or you're telling the next phase of Superman's story. Something else.
The
That's
next
what
movie
it's
is
supposed
Mr.
to be Man of Tomorrow.
Yes.
The next
So
movie is
but
Mr. Freeze.
but that's why this X-Men 97 show is doing so well, just to kind of circle back. Like, yes, we're continuing from the 90s cartoon and we're telling new stories. They're introducing characters that hadn't been seen on the screen from this point. So, you're introducing new stuff and it's giving people the stuff that they want to see.
You put that well too. That was crazy. Put that well. Course adjourned.
All right. So, what was your guys' biggest surprise or disappointment from season two?
You go ahead,
Danny,
Chris.
if you got headphones that you can plug into your jack, plug your jack in because it's feedback coming from you. That's why I had you muted.
Oh man.
So, Brian, what was your biggest surprise or disappointment from season two?
He ain't on. Uh,
Uh,
What are you talking about? You right
my
there.
uh, now, my biggest surprise. Um, Let me do my biggest disappointment first. My biggest disappointment is that we've had Cyclops and Havoc and share screens for almost 2 times, and no one acknowledged that they was brothers. Like, I thought this is where we're gonna get it because X Factor was featured so prominently. Even Cable teamed up with his uncle, and yet we never got the revelation that they was brothers. My biggest surprise, I'm at to agree with Danny. It was the ending. Like, I was not. I was genuinely surprised at the end when I saw Beast with that Bible. I think I texted Chris, was like, "OMG!" And then the speech he gave, like, that's a whole sermon in itself, right there. Yeah. So yeah, my biggest disappointment was that we never got Alex and Scott, and biggest surprise was definitely Nightcrawler sacrificing himself.
Did Nightcrawler sacrifice himself in the cartoon? Like the actual 90s cartoon that we grew up watching? Or was that? Because I know he dies, and that's what sends Wolverine over. Like,
No, that was
fully over
more.
the edge.
that
Oh, it
was
was
yeah.
more. Okay, more. That's what it was. All right.
Yeah, we barely saw Nightcrawler in the first season. He popped in a couple episodes, but this is the first time he's even had an opening title card. So
Got you. So, what about you, Chris?
So my biggest disappointment was that we did not get an actual feral Wolverine.
yes.
When the adamantium got removed from him by Magneto and he recovered, we got the bone claws, but we never really got the animalistic like Wolverine like we get in the comics.
Well, do you think that might be coming in season three?
It can't.
He can't
We
get his
already got his
animanium back.
adamantium back. So they missed there's an opportunity that they could have had, where it's just a window that they missed. Like you gave us, I mean, you even went as far as in season one to give us the actual comic graphic of Wolverine's adamantium being pulled from his body. So, it was a glorious thing to see it, but you never
Mhm.
gave us why the adamantium was so important. Like, we went back to X Lives and videotape in season 2 or whatever. So you hear them talk about some of the stuff. And even in the other episode, I can't remember what the name of it is, when they find out that everything that they had learned about, the earlier part of their lives was a lie. That it was all, made up by the people who were experimenting on them. Um, you just never got to see the fact that the adamantium was keeping him from being feral. So, with his healing properties and everything. So it just was a missed opportunity. The biggest surprise for me was when they were dealing with In Sabanur and they got back to ship and they realized that their whole cycle of life between what they were dealing with Apocalypse and them was already predicted. So to think about it in kind of like a multiversal a way is, who's to say that what they did and what we saw is not the reason that Apocalypse became who he was? If they would
Mhm.
have never tampered with time, or if Mother Ascani, who, I'll leave that tidbit for Brian because he's got the real knowledge to tell you who Mother Ascani is.
Well, we're gonna get into Mother Ascani in a moment, so that's coming up because we gonna talk about some relationships. But
Yeah.
Danny, like, what was your biggest surprise or disappointment? Well, you said your biggest surprise was the ending, the last episode. So I guess what's your biggest disappointment?
I got two big surprises. The second one was when Apocalypse killed Magneto. That hit different. But my biggest disappointment was we got to the Gambit part, the Gampocalypse, so fast that they should have let that simmer a little bit more. You could tell that's where the Mayo, like the last three episodes, was rewritten because of that situation. Because like it jumped directly from that to the ending real fast.
I don't
But yeah,
even
that's
think we
my
probably.
biggest one.
I don't think we probably was. I don't think we were supposed to get the Gambit apocalypse. Honestly, I think. I mean, because from what it was supposed to be the 10 to 11 season this time, and I honestly, truly think we were supposed to get Onslaught. I like all signs pointed to Onslaught. Like I even thought season ender was going to be the crescendo of Charles becoming him, and it may happen in season 3. But yeah, I really think they got to the game. Yeah, like you said, the game apocalypse uh, entirely too fast. Yeah,
Okay, so we about to talk about relationships. So let's talk relationships. Let's talk about Nathan, Scott, Jean, Mother. Say the name. Say the name, Brian.
that's Scotty.
Ascani. I thought. Look, my head had it, but my tongue wasn't gonna say it. Mother Ascani, Professor X, Magneto, Rogue, and Gambit. So this gonna be a Gambit. So let's talk about these relationships real quick. Was Scott right in his decision involving Nathan?
You mean as far as jettisoning him into the future?
Yeah, Chris, Danny. You know what? Danny, you go. Might want to unmute you. Hold on. There you go.
I don't. It's kind of hard to tell because like when they sent them off in the was the first season, there was a reason why they had to send them. But like Chris said before, just pretty much what is one of the situations where it was going to happen regardless to this guy, whether it happened
Hmm.
then or now. It had to be then. Right? He had the reason behind it when he got that virus. He was going to get sent off regardless, and the fact that that father son bond between them two is always going to be a wall between them because they act so much alike. They're both stubborn. They both like to fight, but at the same time, Nathan is being mind boggled by his own sister. So brother Scotty. So that's a whole situation right there. And I feel as though Gene is in the middle of that because can neither one of them pick up that that's who that is? Like that is their daughter in the future. So yeah, I don't think he was right. But at the same
Nope.
time, he had no choice.
All right. What about you, Chris?
I think you run into things that are absolute points. And I
Hmm.
think Nathan going into the future is an absolute point because it would have done more damage if he would have stayed in the past, and then you would not have gotten the cable that we ended up with, nor would you have had this person that has gone through several iterations of trying to stop apocalypse in several different time spots, uh, if cable didn't get sent into the future. I also don't think that you would have gotten Bishop to come back to the past. So I think he it just was no other alternative. So I think Scott was right by it. I think he was dealing with his own issues of abandonment with his own father.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I think that was a projection, and he caused the wall between him and Nathan. It didn't have to be that way, but I think Scott caused a lot of that. So
Okay. What about you, Brian?
Nah, yeah, I mean, I agree. Again, piggybacking off of what Chris said, it's an absolute point. Because if you remember, when Bishop took him to the future, he lost him midway into the future. So whether it would have been, it's something that had to be happening no matter what. And who's to say that either Apocalypse or Mother Exani pulled Cable from Bishop? Because at the end of the day, you remember Bishop said, like, I know somebody that could probably fix him. Fixing him probably wasn't supposed to happen.
hmm
Like he's supposed to grow up to be the guy that he is. I think, and we probably get into it further in the show, but I think that was the dilemma he was having at the end of the season. Like he's looking like, no, I was raised to do this, and someone else accomplished what I spent my whole life trying to do. But yeah, Scott, as a dad, myself, yeah, I mean, sometimes you do what you need to do to save your child, even if it is sending your child like, years, decades into the future. Would I do it? Probably not. I don't know. I'll probably send Caleb. I don't know.
That's crazy.
But yeah, as a dad, I just know sometimes you have to do the things you have to do because I don't think, like Chris said, he was dealing with his own abandonment issues and he didn't want to be the dad that his son didn't know. But he also looked at it from a leadership standpoint as well. Like, this has to be done to, probably not only save me, but save everybody else as well. Because he was dealing with something they've never seen before with that techno organic virus. Tandy got his hand
Daniel.
up. So.
Daniel.
Yeah,
You
how
have
you
a
doing?
question or a comment?
Yeah, I do. Chris made me think of a situation.
Uh-oh.
Chris, do you remember when you said absolute point just now? Did it give you the memory of Doctor Strange and What If?
yes,
That no matter what he did, it had to happen.
It had to
yeah.
happen.
I think that's what that episode taught me of. Like you can't do nothing about it. You even had to take it on the chin or die with it. So yeah, that's it, Kev.
But
And
if you think about it, in season one, remember when we had the destruction of Genosha?
yeah, that's what I was getting
Cable
ready to
said
say.
he came back 200 times to try to stop it. And Beast mentioned Comicar. He's like, they consider these
Mhm.
absolute points to where that doesn't happen. And just, it had to happen no matter how it happened. It had to happen.
It
Just
had to
like
From
happen.
this
just
from
like
this
I
point, Scott was
believe,
gonna be the bad guy regardless.
yeah,
Right.
I believe too that them being pulled from time and them going to the places that they went to, I think those two are absolute points because of, like, just because of what you see from ship, that you see literally the whole
The whole thing was planned out.
encounter of them within Sabanur becoming Apocalypse is written out on the wall for them to see. And the X-Men of the 90s had no prior knowledge, in even though they encountered Ship once before, that this had to be something that had to happen. So I believe because of that, that Nathan going into the future and even being pulled from that space or lost, quote unquote, had to also be absolute too.
So let me ask you this then. Who does Nathan really need then?
As far as Scott or Jean or Apocalypse,
Either one.
I will go with Apocalypse
Mm,
because his whole life, they're each other's yin and yang. Like, if there's no Apocalypse, Cable really doesn't have, I want to say, a purpose. Like, I've read comics where even when he joined the X-Men, he always felt like the outsider, even with his both his parents being there. He's always been the outsider. It's just because he was raised in such a desolate version of the future that he had to fight on his own. He had to be a leader at such a young age, as you saw in the episode where he became the leader of the rebels. So I want to say, he's more defined by Apocalypse than he is by Scott and Jean.
What do you think, Danny?
I think he needs Gene. He needs his mother more than anything. But the fact of the matter is, she is the missing link in between them two. That yin and yang between the father and the son. She's the one that's a neutral ground. Because when he was
Mhm.
arguing with his dad, he didn't pay attention to him. But when mom started talking, he was just like, all right, look. And then think about it is, that's not even his real mother.
yep, exactly.
Right, right.
That's not even his
Madeline
real
is
mother.
his
But the
mother.
fact that she looked like his mother, he's still there. But yeah, where's Madeline?
Yo,
Mm,
shout out to the little
mother
big
kind of just need to
brother,
go.
Anthony Johnston. The little big brother, Anthony Johnston. Thank you for tuning in, brother. We appreciate you. He is also a podcast host. Hey, I need y'all to bring back the show you and Brian got.
Hustlers
Yeah,
Lounge.
You mean
yeah,
Is
Charles?
that me?
yeah,
It's him and
Charles.
Charles. Does
Charles.
that mean?
Yeah, Charles. Y'all been sleeping, man. I understand y'all got adult lives, but I need one of them episodes. Bring that back. Need you to run that back. Do a Jay Uso and run that back. Uh,
He won't know
what
Do
that.
about
He won't know
do a
that
solo.
reference.
yeah?
He's
That's
not
right.
gonna. He's not gonna know
Yeah,
that wrestling.
I forgot your brother don't watch wrestling.
Yeah, he's
Um,
Do a
what
solo.
about
Pew
you,
pew
Chris?
pew 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 pew.
They summed it up. Like, I agree more with Brian when it comes to Apocalypse, but I can fully support Danny's perspective as well.
Okay, so I really want to see how you guys want to answer this next
Yeah,
question.
I was getting ready to say, I thought that I saw a Husband's Lounge episode a couple weeks ago.
Can Charles and Eric? I didn't get the notification. Hold on. Anthony said we just dropped
it's
one 2 weeks ago. Okay, I gotta go
called
find it.
Legacy.
And it's called Legacy Legacy. All right, I'll be looking for it, brother. So make sure y'all go find a husband's lounge on where you get your local podcasts from. Make sure y'all go check them out. And I'm telling you, as a husband, it make you really realize that you ain't the only one going through some stuff.
You're not the only
You're not
one.
the only one. And the way these men, these brothers break it down for you, I appreciate them. So definitely thank you, Anthony. I'm gonna go check that out. But can Charles and Eric ever truly trust each other? Go ahead, Brian. Because you're
I don't think there's never was a trust issue between Charles and Eric.
Agreed.
They just had different ideals on the issue. And I hate to, I hate to always bring this up, but every time I talk about
Oh, say
Charles,
less, Anthony. We got you here, family. We be all one podcast
Facebook
family.
Club, um, when I look at Charles and Magnus, I look at MLK and Malcolm X. I don't know if that's ever was
That's a
that,
very strong and very good comparison. I
yeah,
don't.
because they both share, have a purpose. They both want the same thing, but just going two different ways about it. Um, Magnus is more the Malcolm X of the group. It's by any means necessary. Where Charles wants to right the wrongs, but he wants to do it in the most civil way possible. He doesn't want to cross too many toes, but again, he has a whole militia group to, to, to do said job. But yeah, I don't think there ever was a trust issue between Charles and Eric. If any, like I say, they Malcolm X and MLK, they like two sets of brothers that both have same they have ideals. The ideals are both valid. They just have different ways and different ideas of taking care of it.
He said, of course, they trust
Don't
each
don't
other,
listen to Anthony. Don't
but I don't know
you
nothing. Know nothing y'all talking about. What about you, Chris? I know. I'm gonna get to you, Danny. But what about you, Chris?
I agree. They are two sides of the same coin.
yes.
Um, you know, Magnus is very much, protect your own first before we start talking about, kumbaya and us sitting in a circle, where Charles is like, well, let's get the circle together. That way we can protect ourselves. I think what you end up finding in this particular dispensation of uh, show is that you see their roles start to flip,
Hmm.
where Charles goes off, and in Magnus's words, to go off and be with his Shi'ar bird queen, um, and leaves the X-Men to him. Magneto tries to adopt the perspective of Charles, and then you see, I'm not fooling with Anthony. You see Charles, after Magneto is killed in front of him from
He's
Apocalypse,
embarrassing me.
when he founds X Corp, you see him take more of an aggressive approach. He still has his own ideals, but it's aggressive. I mean, look at what he did with what's his name from the Friends of Humanity. He left him out in the cold. Like,
Oh
if
yeah, Kirk was. Yeah,
yeah, if X Factor didn't find him, he'd have been dead. So, you see Charles become a little bit more ruthless now that Magneto, in his mind, is gone. I don't particularly believe that Magneto is gone, but
yeah. I got some thoughts on that.
yeah, but again, your their
Hey,
goal is
Jayla,
the same.
go help me.
They just have two different processes, and it's cool to see those processes switch between the two. Because even Magnus tries to do it with Sabanur. He, instead of him doing his typical, like, Sabanur is ruthless already. Magneto, in his
Trying to
regular
talk off the
self,
ledge.
would have been like, yeah, man, chop his head off, do what you got to do, like, be authoritative. But yet he's trying to appeal to his humanity. And that's something that Charles Xavier would do. So, I believe that they wholeheartedly trusted each other. They just could not agree on the means to the goal.
Daniel.
I think it's that situation. I agree with both of them. I think it's that situation where you look at it like, I trust you to be you. At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we going over Uncle John's house. Uncle John got fireworks, but I trust him to light them up. I don't expect him to be nobody else but him. I think that's why when the roles reversed, it didn't work for neither one of them.
Hmm.
See, they're literally out of the element. That's like a football player trying to play basketball. It's way out of your element. And to piggyback off of Brian, they were based off of Malcolm and Martin, and Apocalypse was based off of Marcus Garvey. So,
Yes.
it's a whole thing right there. So when you realize the whole X Men is really black, but that's a whole nother story for
So,
another day.
I want to say something to that right quick because I remember when I was a kid, I probably was in high school when that realization was like appeared to me that these three iconic animated characters was based upon three of the most poignant black people in the civil
Mm-hmm.
rights movement. And then that made me look at X-Men completely different. Because I always felt like watching X-Men, it was about segregation. It was
Yeah,
about acceptance. It
absolutely.
was about racism. Like I caught all of that growing up as a kid. Like, you know, and I think we caught it because of this.
Yeah,
Because of this is why we were, I think that's why a lot of us gravitated towards X-Men. Um, growing up. But then to hear as a young adult, as a teenager, that Xavier, Magneto, and Apocalypse was all characterized after these three men that we really only learned about two in school. And it really wasn't even the full truth that we learned in school. It kind of blew my mind. So I was like really like blown by that, but I'm glad that y'all two mentioned that, especially with the Marcus Garvey, because I don't think a lot of people even see that
right.
Apocalypse has that Marcus Garvey feel. Anthony says,
No,
well,
no,
first of all,
we
his
not.
mind's blown. Anthony's mind blown by that, so he like this full mind blown, and he was like, I had no idea.
Of course not.
So so you might want to start watching. Now you
I
know.
think there is an interview that Stan Lee did like in the '90s when he talked about it. He said, "Look,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's based off of them because white people wasn't letting black people be themselves on television. So the best way I can express it is I drew these characters." And he
Yeah.
gave, I think, the first two seasons of X Men he donated to their families. So like out of like a thank you because
You
you
also
you
gotta
couldn't.
remember this is the same man where the first official black superhero was Captain America. Like
Yeah,
the first Captain
and,
America was black. This is the same man that created that. So
but
like hearing that was
but
never
Incredible
surprise.
Hulk was based off of him.
Yeah. Incredible Hulk
Incredible Hulk was based off of
was a
him when he
caricature
couldn't
of
get all
him.
his when people wasn't believing in him
Right.
and he used to have
Yeah.
anger issues.
See?
Mm.
R.I.P. Stanley.
Happy
Excelsior.
Stanley.
All right. So, Chris, who understands the mutant struggle better between Charles and Eric?
Well, I mean, they did an episode where they said Magneto was right. So I have to say that I believe in Magneto. Like when you think about all that Charles has tried to accomplish, and we going all the way back to the initial show from the 90s and even up to where we are now, though Charles has made some strides, people have still become who they are. They fear what they do not understand. And in Magnus's thought process, I've given you enough empathy. I've given you enough time. Even Beast said it when the Genosha tragedy happened. He was like, maybe we have asked for your hand a little too long because of this is what happens when we try to be civil about trying to develop a relationship where we both can live in a peaceful space, and gone are the days for us to do that. So I believe that though Charles had the bleeding heart, that Magneto understood that some things come from taking it by force.
Now, you said that you believe in Magneto. Is that the same level that you believe in Joe Hendry?
Oh my God.
Maybe.
All right, I had you. I had you. Danny, answer the question.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Magneto was right all the way through. Because if you think about it from the cartoon perspective in real life now, Senator Kelly is Donald Trump.
Oh, listen.
Senator Senator
Before
Kelly is Donald Trump.
before his
Obama would
time,
be
Stan Lee. Before
before
his
his
time.
time. Obama would be Martin Luther King. I mean, Professor X is going down now in real life. And you know the situation at the Capitol, right? You fear what
Yeah,
you don't
facts.
understand. We're now living in the X-Men era. That's why I think this is going to be so good to see it in live action on TV. We actually already living it. We waiting for a Genosha, a mass outbreak, a mass shooting will be Genosha. COVID was what the little virus that went around
The
COVID.
in
X
the X Men
virus,
movie. Yeah, the X virus. We were already
the
living
legacy
in it.
virus.
Yeah, and everybody wanted to be different. We had the whole era of life where everybody wanted to get a change. They ain't well, people didn't want to be black no more. Yeah, it was we living it. So Magneto was right. It's only gonna be but so much you gonna take. Remember that? Well, in Mississippi, and they beating up with the people on the boat with the chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only so much you gonna take.
You know what I'm mad about that? Like they celebrate that, and like that's an anniversary that they
X Men
celebrate.
McGraw, August the
It
5th.
should be. It
Like,
should
yeah,
be.
like they celebrate like it's Juneteenth. I,
It should be.
yeah. What about you, Brian?
Um, I mean, I agree with everyone else. Magneto, because you have to think about it, even not even from a mutant standpoint. Magneto was a Jew who experienced the Holocaust, so he knows
The
oppression better.
Holocaust.
Ho-
Holocaust. The
Holocaust, Holocaust,
Holocaust.
Holocaust. You know what I mean?
Holla. Like holla. Like Ja Rule. Holla.
Holocaust, Holocaust.
Right.
Um,
Tomato.
yeah,
It's
thank
not.
you, thank you,
Because it
Chris.
was it,
But yeah, he understood oppression even before he realized he was a mutant,
yeah,
and
but
to be
Charles but
us.
Charles but Charles went through the same thing that Magneto went through. Like he was part of
No,
the
this dude
Holocaust.
grew up in Greenwich.
I was getting ready to say, no,
Like
he
he
grew
grew
I
up
thought
different.
Charles I gotta go
privileged.
back. I might be wrong. But I could have sworn Charles
No,
was I
Charles grew up privileged.
Yes.
no, you know what? That was one of the weird canon X-Men when they were saying that Charles and Magneto grew up together. But go ahead.
Nah, yeah. Charles grew up privileged in upstate New York. Magneto grew in Auschwitz. So I probably pronounced that wrong. If I did, I'm sorry. He grew up oppressed even before he knew he was a mutant. And then he learned that he's a mutant, then be further oppressed. He understands it way better. Like he's one toe away from really being a Morlock.
Yeah,
Like
most definitely.
Dad, I can't with that angle. I can't with that. I mean, but he is like he yeah he's the perfect example of being oppressed. Like he was again outside of being a slave. He was one of the biggest genocides, part of one of the biggest genocides in human nature. So yeah,
Okay. So
Charles
I'm gonna
just
go back.
throwing his money at it would make it work.
I'm gonna go back. I mean, that's what a lot of people, even during the civil rights movement, thought we would actually do. But going back
Yeah.
to you, Brian, where does their relationship stand after season two?
I think it's. I think after season two, they're gonna better understand each person's reason. They're gonna understand each person's why as to why they do it because they've both been on both sides of it. Charles has been. Think about it, being even being a mutant. When he went to go live in the Shi'ar, people didn't like him there. So he was ostracized. He was criticized. They didn't want him marrying. Uh, what was it? Bird lady. I can't remember her name.
Lilandra.
Lalandra, thank you. And Daniel, stop. even and with Magneto, he tried he said it when he was in front of, when he was at trial. He said, "Please don't make me let you down."
Mm-hmm.
He tried it Charles's way. Even with trying it Charles's way, it still didn't. It didn't get him nowhere. It didn't get him nowhere. And as far as like I think they're going. I think their friendship is going to be much better going forward because they know what each side of the coin looks like now. I think they're going to probably work better together going forward because of what happened.
Okay. Just a side note, Ravens are up 10-0 Philadelphia right now.
It's pre
Quarter.
it's preseason.
Fourth with 15
Okay.
minutes left.
It's just it's still got a lot of game left.
Yeah.
And it's preseason.
It's still
Excuse me.
football.
I hear you.
Uh Daniel, where does the relationship stand after season two?
I think it's still gonna be mutual. They're gonna have that situation. It's like I put it to the equivalent of calling that big brother who has no filter. Like that's the one you want to keep them on that side of town until you really need them, because you know that person with no filter is really not going to care who's in my way, but to protect my own. You're gonna
Right.
be that. You're gonna be that little brother that's gonna be like, no, we don't need to do this, but if we ain't need to do this, you shouldn't have called me. He's one of them. So yeah, they're gonna have a mutual respect, but you have to make sure when you push that red button, you know what's coming with it.
Gotcha. What about you, Chris?
So that I think that Charles is gonna understand Magneto's perspective once we get Onslaught. And I think because Onslaught is
Well,
what?
no, go ahead.
I think because that particular character uh, is a combination of the two of them.
Hmm.
So I think once we get him, that Charles is gonna have a little bit of a better understanding as to why Magnus is so forceful with uh, trying to liberate mutant kind. And I think Magneto is going to will Charles back to himself because he no longer has the balance. He even said it when they were on ship that he was telling Bishop, you don't have to be the devil when I'm here because that's who I play in the story. So that that's kind of my take on where their relationship is gonna go.
Got you. Okay. A lot of interesting points. It seems like a lot of y'all are saying the same thing, but just, it's going to be one of those things. But I think Chris probably hit it on the head more because I do remember in the comic it did take onslaught for Charles to go, okay, but you might be right here. All right. Um, so I do want to ask this emotional question: are Rogue and Gambit the emotional heart of the X-Men? Chris,
Um, I it's I can't say they are the emotional heart of the X Men. Were they the emotional pull string of the season? Yeah, I would give that they are one of the strings. Um,
Yeah.
I think they might have been the most impactful when Genosha fell. Um, but then it's Rogue's realization. Um, so one of the emotional heartstrings, yes.
okay, Daniel.
I think I'm on Chris's mind frame with that one. They were one of the strings, but to me, the relationship that did everything for me was Nightcrawler and Rogue.
Hmm.
The actual semi brother sister thing they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
It showed, especially like throughout both seasons, how he was always the mouthpiece for her. He was the one who talked about her between her and Gambit, how love is deeper than just touch. Then he went to season two and he started talking about how love is between a family member. All family is not friends, and all blood is not family. And then
Facts.
at the end, when he did that situation at the end, man, don't you start crying, Chris, because I just got finished. It was one of those moments. Dave, you gotta watch that episode, my boy. It gave me a whole different perspective on Nightcrawler. Like, dude, you was a stand-up guy. Imagine you prayed for your sister the whole time she was in that thing. Like, yeah,
All the feels.
you stand-up guy, bro. Because I'd be like, look, Lisa wants to go. She gotta go.
What about you, Ron?
Um, yeah, I mean, well, I call it, like I said, the emotional core for the X-Men, but for the season, there were several ones. You have Nightcrawler, which
All
was a
right.
reoccurring.
So I feel like that you're about to go into my next question.
Okay.
And so let me do this thing. Which relationship had the biggest impact in season two?
Okay.
Because I felt like this where you just ready to go. Like, so go ahead and run with that. Because I felt
Yeah,
that's
I
where you
guess
was gonna
it's
go. So I didn't want you to have to repeat yourself. Because they gave
okay.
us simplistic answers. But you was about to go deep because you said it's more than one. So now I really gotta find out which relationship had the biggest impact.
I said that they weren't. They were one of.
Right.
So
But you
I,
but you gave me just a
I
one.
digress. I
Right.
digress. I digress.
Huh,
You see what happened when you got Professor Xavier on the panel?
I know. But go ahead, Brian.
Professor Xavier Bryan.
so, all right, with me, there's several ones. Of course, you have Nightcrawler, which was a reoccurring storyline. He touched everybody in there. You have Magneto
Touch.
and Charles, huh?
He just said
Mario
touch.
Uh,
He
reference.
was
A
being.
Mario
no,
reference.
touch,
Touch. Yeah.
touch. Um, you had Magneto and Charles. Their relationship. You had Cable, Scott, Jean, and Madison in
Madeline.
there. Madeline, yes, Madeline Pryor. I'm sorry. So there was different ones. To me, the relationship who had it is two. It's two. I can't narrow it down. It's three. Only because of where how the story was going. It's definitely Rogue and Gambit. Definitely Nightcrawler with his family issues, and Charles and Magnus. Uh, I want to say Charles and Magnus has just as much as Gambit, and because it was some episodes where that relationship was the core of some of the episodes. If you look at the Danger episode, the reason why Danger was because Charles kept reliving the trauma of losing Magnus. He created X Corps because he went back to Genosha trying to help Polaris with Magnus. So yeah, I want to say the reoccurring one was probably Charles and you okay over there?
No, I'm not.
No,
Danny
the
just
two of
messaged me
them
talking
had to
about
add something.
he said
Yeah, I missed
Scott
it
has a poly. He said Scott has a poly relationship.
with a clone.
I hate you. Yeah. I hate you. I'm sorry. I
But
apologize.
here's the funny part. If they were smart, right? If they were smart, you got two Jeans. Who else loves Jean on the X-Men?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Wolverine.
yes. One could go to Logan, one could go to Scott. They
Yeah,
Logan
were
but
was
all
it's
with
but it's nothing like the
Logan
real
was
thing
innocent.
though, bro. You don't want to clone booty. You want the real booty.
they didn't even know she was a clone until the real Jean showed up.
That's yeah, that's like a dude talking about he done made out with his girl twin and didn't know like
Like,
what?
it's twins, Basil. Twins.
What? I didn't know that was in you, baby. All right, big big debate. Big debate. We gonna kind of you know you want over there, Danny? He's not. All right. Who was the most important character in season 2 and why? Danny.
You
No, you got it.
okay?
Yo, you muted yourself. I can't unmute you. You have to unmute yourself.
I
Danny.
think, yeah, whatever, bro.
There
How
you
you
go.
doing? You good? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think
Jesus
Nightcrawler was the
mercy.
one. Yep, yep. What? I think Nightcrawler was the most important character this season. He was the balance of everybody, and like he said in the speech, from his death came so many different
Mm,
situations of happiness. Like, um, Polaris and Bishop are getting together. It's crazy.
bipolar.
But yeah, the friendship between Morph and Wolverine are getting back together. In which I have a theory on that one, but that's for another. That's for after dark version of this show. But all these relationships are coming together because of his death and all the speeches that he made. Like when he was talking about his brother in court with Colossus. That speech right there was amazing. Right there, he was the candlestick that held this whole show together for this season.
Mm,
Yeah, what about you, Chris?
Hmm. The most important character? That's hard.
That's what she said.
Um, just just couldn't leave well enough alone.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
Just had to bring meat slapping into all of this, didn't
Gotta gotta represent.
he? Jesus. Um, I guess in my thought process, I'm just gonna be completely different. Um, I'm gonna say Magneto, and here's why I say it. Um, I think a lot of the trajectory that the X Men were on, Magnus set them on.
mm,
After he took over the X Men, I think some of his thought processes as he's trying to follow Charles's dream, um, and could not. I think at that point it set a bunch of things in motion and a bunch of other decisions in motion. So I think without Magneto, you don't have a lot of what we ended up with in season two. So
Okay. So let me ask y'all this. And I really had to ponder upon this question and the way I came up with it. Was the most important character also the best character of the season? Danny.
No, the most important character was without a shadow of a doubt um Nightcrawler, but the best character had to be Gambit or Rogue. Because they were the ones. I don't know how other way to explain it, but on my perspective, like I said before, Nightcrawler was the standing, the talk, the stick out this whole thing. But the main focus was also on Rogue and her growth and her love for Gambit and Gambit's fight to stay there when he became Death. So yeah, I think the main one was Rogue.
Okay, Brian.
no, y'all gonna fight me when I say who's the best character of the season was. A lot of people not gonna believe me when I say it. But okay, best character of the season, Jubilee. She had the most natural progression out of everybody from the first couple of seasons. Jubilee, hands down, was the best. She was the most well written, natural evolution of her character in cartoon that I've seen in a while. Like they actually made her reputable. A they made her a threat. Like even when she faced off against Havoc, Havoc had to say it himself. Good job, kid. Like Jubilee, go ahead, boy. Jubilee was probably the, if not the best, she was best. One of the funnest to watch.
Hmm.
In this, like, even her own episode that she had with her and Sunspot, and he got on my nerve. Um, but yeah, Jubilee was to me. Jubilee was the best character in the season. Yeah, I love the natural progression of her character.
All right, Chris.
I love the introduction of Polaris. Um, and the reason
Clarence was a good
why
one.
I love her introduction is because you get another, you get a glimpse of another person who potentially could grow, if not already, to the Omega level um, with her powers. And in the absence of Magneto, you have someone who could potentially like almost fill that spot, but with the ideals of Charles. You have his level of power, but with the ideals of
Yeah,
let's try to make the world a better place for humans and mutants. Um, so
heal the
I
world.
think
Make it
her
feel
being
better.
introduced
Oh,
again, another character that we haven't seen since the '90s run of the show. Um, yeah, that's my thought.
Polish was
All
a
right,
good. She was a very well written character.
all
Yes.
right. So we about to do a little bit of rapid fire here. It's gonna be yes, no, and a quick why. So this topic, ladies and gentlemen, is called "Is Apocalypse Right?" Apocalypse believes love is a weakness. Do you agree,
No.
Danny?
Oh, he ain't said nothing yet.
Do
He did. He
you
said no.
agree,
Hey,
Danny?
no.
He said no.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
he
no.
said no.
Okay. All right. Why do you agree? I mean, why
Even
do you
why I
disagree?
don't. Well, I don't agree. I don't agree because, to be honest with you, it actually depends on the situation. Because you see in a lot of these superhero movies, love can be your weakness at that point because it show your vulnerability. But at the same time, it
I,
also
I,
makes you stronger. So it depends on your situation. It depends on the hero that's fighting. Because clearly, Spider Man was like, "Look, I'm all for it now. You messing with MJ, we throwing hands."
well, I'm
And
mad.
Scott's the same way, and so is Wolverine. And unfortunately, that Wolverine is the same way about Scott's girl. But hey, if you want to do it that way, then that's fine. But it's both. It's a yin and a yang. It depends on your situation.
All right, Brian.
um, no, I don't agree. Again, like what Danny said, it's give and take. That's just the nature of love. Period. Is give and take. I don't believe love can be a weakness. It can be a strength. So, uh, in the context in which Apocalypse was using it, I don't agree with it. Um, but yeah,
All right.
there's no way I could believe love could be a weakness.
Okay. What about you, Chris?
I would have to disagree, and I think who is it? The Celestial. At the end, I think
You
he
know,
recognized Eon. Yeah, I think he recognizes that love is not a weakness based on what he experienced um, with both Rogue and Nightcrawler, and his then contradiction to that with In Sabanor in the beginning. So, no.
Shout out to Miss Day. Long time, my homegirl. Nice to see you joining in. Thank you for jumping in and watching the show. She says, I agree. It's based on the situation. We we've seen both sides of what love can do or change a person. All right. Okay. So this is gonna be a yes or no question. Chris,
So don't ask me
did we
why.
see a character make bad decisions this season because of love?
Yes.
Brian,
yes.
Danny?
Yes.
All right. So this is the final debate portion of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna keep it moving though. At the end of the day, is love a strength or a weakness or both?
I think they kind of answered that question already by saying that it depends on the situation.
Okay. Just want to throw it out there real quick. So,
Yeah,
really
definitely.
quick,
Cool.
really quick, let's talk about season three. Who should be the main character in season three? Danny.
Oh, Magneto. I know it's been done before, but I'm quite sure we're going to find out by the middle of like season three or beginning of season four that he's still alive somewhere. If not, I would say Omega Red.
All right, Brian.
And so when you say character, you mean villain or just a character that
Just
story driven?
you
Because
could have asked me throughout. I sent you these questions the other day, and you could have asked me this question.
I know, yeah. So all right, so me villain, my villain
Yes.
and character is gonna be the same person. It's gonna be Charles. I really believe we're going to get the onslaught story. It may not happen in season one or two. I mean, episode one or two, but I believe that it's going to hopefully do a slow burn with it. Well, I really believe we're going to get Dark Phoenix type of storytelling with Charles being onslaught. He's going to be that character that's going to, um, yeah, he's going to be the main character of season three.
Nikki says Magneto definitely got a little bit of left of him. And what about you, Chris?
I agree with Brian. Like, I hope fingers, toes, eyes, hair
Jesus.
follicles crossed
I,
that that we get onslaught. I think they've hinted at it a little bit in
mhm.
season two, and to not do it would be doing us a disservice. So
Okay. So let's talk about the Phoenix Saga really quickly. Should X-Men 97 revisit the Phoenix Saga?
absolutely not.
I think they are though. And the reason why I say I think they are because of Onslaught.
Yes.
I think there's going to be something where um, it happens where Jean's going to have to go to that place to stop Charles. I don't think it's going to be a full blown story, but it's going to be in one of those on the last X Men. Like it's going to be a Jean centered story. I think where we see that, but I don't think it should be done. I'm praying to everything that is holy that the MCU do not do another Phoenix movie.
Well, they're gonna have to go because remember when they were fighting at the end of season one, what's his name, Bastion, that when she came out of the pool or whatever,
Yeah,
that she
she
was like,
yeah,
that was the last of the Phoenix Force that was in her.
and it's in her. Yeah,
So
yeah.
if they're gonna do it, they gotta make a reasonable,
Now,
you know.
if they do a Phoenix story, I'd like to see them do the Phoenix story with Rachel and explain who Mother Escani is.
Hmm.
Because she, for those who don't know, Mother Escani is Scott and Jean's daughter from another alternate universe, which in which she was also a horseman or a hound, I want to say, of Apocalypse. So there's a lot there too. So and she took the code name Phoenix at one time. So if they do a Phoenix movie, I mean Phoenix movie, Phoenix episode, it shouldn't revolve around Jean. But I think, like I said, it's been done in the first season, the first series, so I don't think it needs to be touched anymore.
What about you, Danny?
That's it. I don't want to say it nowhere.
Say it
Oh,
again.
can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
Oh,
my fault.
good. You good? You good? God loves you anyway.
I know he
Yeah,
does.
I wouldn't want to see the X Men, the Phoenix Saga, no more probably to like 2035 when they do it in the movie, live action. I don't want to see it no more. Then I'm
It
done
has
with
to be
it.
done right. Mhm.
Too many remakes with it. I'm done. The Fox X Men did it for me. I'm done.
Okay. Okay, so the next question I was going to ask if they do what should they do differently this time, but we're not going to do that because I feel that's going to open up Pandora's box. So we're going to move on. um, y'all already kind of answered this question because we're going to get into Magneto, and but just like, do you think Magneto will return? Y'all guys already kind of
Yes.
answered that question, so
I
there's
know
really no
how he's going to
point.
do it too.
So here's this though. Should Magneto return? Should he be a hero, villain, anti-hero, or something in between? Go ahead, Brian. Jesus mercy.
Okay. All right. The nerd in me is coming out.
Hold
And a
on.
lot of
Shout
people
out
going,
to Richard Hyde and thank you, sir, for tuning in. Welcome to the show. We are talking about X-Men 97 Season 2 recap. Go ahead, Brian.
all right. So, again, I read these for a living. Um, in the comics,
Spence, I read these for a living. It made no money.
in the comics,
Go
as
ahead.
well as in multiple iterations of this story, Magnus comes back as a horseman. He comes back as Apocalypse Horseman's War. Now, will they do that this time being the way the season 2 ended? Not sure. But you also have to remember, which Apocalypse did they capture? Because remember, we still got the one Apocalypse that's coming back from the future. That wasn't this Apocalypse. That wasn't that Apocalypse that they captured that kidnapped Gambit. That was the Apocalypse from that era. Um, I believe that, when he does come back, yeah, it's going to be that anti-hero type of thing. He's still going to have his Brotherhood and Evil Mutants. He's still going to have his team. Um, I think for more episodes than not, we're going to see him on the side of Angels with the X-Men. He's going to be a team, he's going to team up with the X-Men more than he will be against them. But I
All right,
really think
Danny.
if he comes back, it's going to be as a horseman. I would like for that.
Danny. Excuse me for coughing.
If Magneto returns, I think he should go back to being a villain because full blown villain. You tried
True.
you tried Martin
Uh-huh.
Luther King's way, it didn't work out for you too well. At least you go back to doing the Malcolm X way and let's get it done, get it over with. Give me a reason to keep interested in you. We
All
know
right.
forever Magneto was the absolute point. He has to be a heel.
Got you. Chris, hold on, Chris. I apologize. Read this comment. Nikki says, I would prefer to see him as a villain as far as Magneto, but I do like seeing how at one point he was both sides. So I think in the middle. Okay. Go ahead, Chris.
So I think if we get Onslaught, that he's gonna have to counteract that. So I think he's gonna have to be somewhere in the middle. Now, if he comes back as a horseman, then full blown villain. But again, even as the horseman, I think he'll end up somewhere in the middle.
Okay. So everybody has a wish list. So let's see what your season 3 wish list is. What character would you love to see in season 3? Chris.
Why I knew you was gonna start with me first. I would
It was
like
the
to.
Holy Spirit talking to you.
No, it was not. Don't even blame Holy Spirit for that. Um, I would like to see some more of the obscure characters. The characters
Such as.
I can't tell you because my phone not working and I had a whole list of people for that. I knew you was gonna ask. Um, so
You know me so well.
I know. I would love to see um, the other iterations of the Horsemen. So like how some of the other characters were voluntold to be a part of Apocalypse's horde. I would love to continue to see Ramatet in season 3. So and more of the Celestials. I'll just say that off the top of my head.
Okay. Danny, hold on. Go ahead, Danny.
We keep forgetting one part of the situation, the X-Men season 2. I would like to see more Mystique.
Well, you gonna get her.
Yeah, I'm happy. That and one of my favorite ones is, like I said, is Omega Red and Silver Samurai. We should do another story with them to bring them back up to the front. All the little characters that we got glimpses of with Morph, we should bring back the stories with them, like a Lady Deathstrike situation. Let's bring that back. More Sabretooth.
All right, Brian.
You want a short list or the
Yes,
long
the
list?
short list. Yes,
All right, so characters.
one character.
I don't have one character.
Give him two. Give him two at least.
I'm gonna give you two. We'll give you two.
Okay,
Danny and I will give
I
you
get.
two.
I can do two. One, I would like to see Strife. If you don't know who Strife is, it's Cable's clone.
There's too many
Uh,
clones floating around here right now. You got a Jean Grey clone now. Now Gable
well, she
got a
died.
clone. Look, we about to turn on the
Um,
Star Wars. Had the Clone Wars out this bitch. Look, man.
Yeah, and Madeline died. So
yeah. Yeah, Strife. I like to see Strife. I like to see Cable's clone. Just because the story implications with that is crazy. They use part of it with the Executioner song, but they left Strife out because it's complicated. Second character I would like to see, because hopefully we'll see more of the other characters as well. I would love to see Kitty Pryde. I would love to see Shadowcat make her official X-Men 97 appearance. Now that we have Colossus, I'm mad that we don't have Nightcrawler now.
Don't try to slide a
The-
third one in there. You slick. You try to slide a third one. We said two.
I said Shadowcat. I said Kitty. Because now that we have
Right, right,
Colossus,
right. But right. So you right. You said we already had Colossus, but we don't have. So you think you slick? You
because we
think you
don't have
slick? Nah,
Nightcrawler no more.
bro. Come on now, bro. We said two.
I,
Moving on.
moving
What
on.
is the one thing they absolutely need to do or get right in season 3? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm mad. I love Nikki. She said too many clones. Even Usher. Even Usher's clone. I'm mad that thing has gone viral saying Usher has a clone like the dude that was on stage wasn't Usher.
I wasn't it.
I'm so mad. Like, yo. All right. The one thing that they got to do, they absolutely need for season 3 to get right. What is that, Brian?
You need to rehire Bo DeMayo.
Oh, okay.
no, they don't.
Considering what happened, I get it, but that's probably my hot take too about season. The one thing I think they, no, I don't know. I don't think there's anything they could do to really improve on it. They've done so much to move the story along. The one thing I think I would like to see, if they can make it do better, make it more of a school the next season. I like to see more of the students. I like to see the New Mutants, Generation X. Like, so that would be something that will help the season as well.
Okay. What about you, Daniel?
I would like them to build the relationship between Storm and Wolverine. And,
Okay.
eventually they get married. So I would like to see that.
That's it. Okay. What about you, Chris?
They needed to get the next episode right. At the end of the day, if they don't get the next episode right, you're going to lose people
Hmm.
because you have progressively gotten better and better and better. And if the beginning of season 3 ain't smoking, you're gonna lose a good portion of your folks. So
Kind of like how WWE came off a 2-night SummerSlam that was absolutely phenomenal, both nights, and then we get that crap ass Monday Night Raw.
yes,
Right. Right.
Gotcha. All right. So, final verdict. Starting with Chris. What would you rate X-Men 97 season 2 from 1 to 10?
9.5.
That is high. Okay. Brian?
9. 8.5, 9.
And Jesus, why do I keep doing that? Daniel.
I'm with 9.5. I think Brian was drunk on one of the episodes. He probably was driving with B and didn't understand what was going on because he really can have, when you're driving on your phone, you got that much attention. That's probably why he dunked it at the point. But it's definitely 9.5. It's only getting that point five, it ain't getting the whole thing because it was too short. I should have had some
Okay.
more episodes. That's about it.
That was one of your gripes earlier in the show. You said it was that you wish they would have did like 10, maybe 10 to 12 instead of the 8 that they did. All right. Was season 2 better than season 1? Brian?
I want to say as good as it was.
Y'all had like 5 days to think about this.
No, it's one thing to think about, and then being
Hard,
put on the
yeah.
spot for it. Honestly, as good as season 2 was, I don't think it was better than season 1. I think season 1 flowed as a story so much better in some cases than season 2.
Now, do you think that's because of the change in
Yeah,
staffing?
yeah, yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely because of change of staff. Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Chris?
So here, I can't say that it was better than season one. I think it was a great follow through of
Hmm.
season one. To pit seasons against each other would have to mean that the seasons would be need to be independent of each other. And when you're telling a story and you're picking up from one thing to the next, like I don't think you can say that one was superior than the other. I think you have to say that it was a good continuation of the story.
Okay. What about you, Danny?
I'm once again, I think it's that Pisces. I think I'm gonna agree with Chris. The situation because you can't really say one was better than the other, but I think the impact points was different. So like in season
Hmm.
one, when Gambit died was the strongest endpoint of that whole thing. That literally led into season two. But in
Yeah,
season two, when the way Apocalypse killed Magneto was very strong, kicking off the first episode of the season, you like, dude, it's gonna be crazy. And then you start off the last episode with Nightcrawler dying, and all in between was like, well, we just got drama. So it picked up from where you went on. Like it's that roller coaster ride that goes up and it goes down, and then one flip it goes straight for like 5 seconds, and then you going back down again. It's one of them. All that just to
Okay.
say no.
All right. So I'm gonna stick with you, Danny, with this last question.
Well,
I'm gonna stick with you with this last question. What's your hottest X-Men 97 season 2 take? Something you think the rest of the panel might disagree with.
wait a minute.
oh, I got one.
Mm. Oh, I got it. We didn't need Wolverine. That Wolverine episode was not needed at this moment. Just
You can't
Okay.
say
because
me hot take because I felt the same way.
just because of what Chris said earlier, you didn't give us the whole thing when he was feral. Like that was the whole season off of that alone. But we didn't need that episode. It just showed the dynamic between him and Morph and all the other people, but we didn't need it. We didn't need him in this whole season. It felt good not to have the whole thing about Wolverine.
Okay.
That's like not using Batman in DC. It's still DC.
It's
Brian.
crumbling. I, Danny took my hot take. Um, I the to me I couldn't I that Weapon X lives and DVDs episode was not needed. It one yeah it wasn't needed. I again agreeing with Chris. It needed to be stretched out. That could have been well easily taken into season 3. Him being Furl could well easily been taken into season 3. I know why they did it because in the comics, is the way he got his adamantium back is completely different. And we lost Kevin. But yeah, yeah. I mean, Danny, I agree with you. Weapon X Lives and DVDs was a low point in the season. That's probably why I guess the 8.5, 9 with me.
I know, but somebody be getting that nine for you for a reason. What do you
Yeah,
think,
it
Chris?
would.
Um, I think my take is Gambit should have been death longer.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
wasn't. He wasn't death long enough for me. For Rogue's response to be what it was. Um,
right.
like she already way back in the other in the 90s version, she already pulled Archangel from being uh, a horseman.
One.
So she already knew that she had the ability. I needed for that ability not to work. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
I needed for it not to work before she was running into ship to go and be a celestial or get the powers of a celestial. Um,
So, so what you saying is, it should have been like I could like Infinity War. They should have lost first before
Hmm.
she got that ability to go get him
yes,
and to show the struggle more.
yes.
Yeah, I agree. It should
Because
have been
in the comics, he willfully did it.
right. You're right.
So here, it wasn't a willful thing. Like, he was already dead, and Apocalypse was like, "Oh, a body I can jump into. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I would have liked to see him create some more damage and chaos while he was inside the Gambit.
Yes,
Right.
Go ahead, go over there and beat up. Go knock out make all of them deaf. Make all of them
You
your
remember
minions.
he had the X-Men team under his control for a brief moment.
It shouldn't have been a
And
brief
then,
moment.
right, that's what I'm saying.
It should have ran out with a whole probably 2 episodes. Give us that's where the extra episodes come in at.
yeah.
If
I
you
Yeah.
gave
needed
us
I
them,
needed it to feel like she was gonna lose him forever
mhm.
before making the decision that her sacrificing herself was the only way that she was gonna be able to do it.
To be honest, it would have been a cliffhanger if Gam Apocalypse would have killed Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
It would have bashed right in front of him. Thank you, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the X-Men 97 Season 2 Recap Roundtable. Put your hands together. Thank you for our panel for coming out tonight, hanging out, and sharing their opinions and thoughts. We appreciate y'all so much. Yeah, it still got you still got the tag on the back of it. Somebody's been sitting in my closet. Now look at you reaching for it. That's how you know. Ha! Gotcha.
My man got that
Gotcha.
Walmart 5.99.
I got this hot topic. If you're gonna talk about me, I got from Hot Topic.
First of all,
You
the
see, they,
fact
they
that a
got the
40 plus
jackets
year
in
old
Hot
black
Topic.
man walked this hot topic is crazy. Don't talk
Hey,
nobody
check
else
this
though.
out. Hey,
You think I get
Brian,
all
they
my
got the
t-shirts from?
Hey, Brian, they got the X-Men jackets in there too.
You
I
need to
go.
start shopping at an adult store, sir.
You're
Um,
right, like Walmart.
right. They got them in Walmart too. They really do. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, Nikki, for tuning in and being a participant in the comments. Thank you to everybody that was in the comments. We do appreciate you. Danny, no, not you. We get to you last. Chris, you have an after dark episode of Coffee and Tea coming up, I believe, next week.
You are
Oh
correct,
Lord,
sir.
Tell us
oh
about it.
Oh
Lord.
Lord.
So the After Dark episode is called "Let's Talk About Sex Without Being Weird." I have a guest panel of folks. So there's
Who's she?
Mrs. Martin, Mr. Johnston, as you see him over to whichever way
Man, pour the E up.
that is. Um, I have Mrs. Barnes and I have Miss Donaldson that will be joining me for that After Dark episode.
Oh
So
Lord.
understand that we're having a conversation without being weird. So this After Dark episode is not about vulgarity. It's not about salaciousness. It
Hell, she
really
come from?
is.
She just hop in the comments all of a sudden,
Thank you,
like the
Courtney. Thank you,
whole show. She
thank you,
just comes out of
Courtney.
nowhere. Like you said her name and she appeared like Joe Hendry.
Hey, I'm just saying. Um, this is going to be a good roundtable discussion without it being nasty. So tune in
Oh man.
Friday the 21st at 8 p.m. Facebook Live, YouTube.
So let them
Yeah.
know on YouTube it is coffee, the word and then tea. On Facebook, it's coffee, the letter N and T. She'll always share it from her personal page to her coffee and tea page so you guys can lock in. And if you're not following coffee and the letter NT, so coffee and tea, y'all need to go ahead and follow her on her social media because she is always putting up some goodies for you to think about on her podcast. And if you want to go back and catch any of the past episodes, of coffee and tea. Go to YouTube. They're all there. Coffee, the word and tea.
Yeah,
So
and help us get to 100
100.
followers on Facebook. That way I can start sharing the live to that page. So,
Please.
yes.
Please, we are
Most
all out
definitely,
to
most
support one
definitely.
another. Like y'all gotta understand. I tell people this: we don't make money from this. We do this from out our pockets and our personal time because we enjoy doing what we do. If we can get a coin, we'll take it. But if not, it is what it is, and we just grateful to God. Brian, you just came off in the basement with B, where you talked about the X-Men. No, the Marvel convention that took place. So
Mhm.
that is still live on your on Basement with B Facebook,
And
uh,
on YouTube.
and on YouTube. So Basement would be on YouTube. And you just did a married life podcast this past Sunday. You got anything else popping in the near future with Basement B, marriage life, driving with B, dad don't talk or shut up. I'm walking to the gas station to get gas with B. I'm stuck in Giants.
I got meta glasses now, so you about to get some crazy stuff.
I want to
But
get
no,
better glasses,
Yeah.
but my wallet like no. I'm trying to get
I
the
got a
generic
story for
one.
you. I got a story with how I got my medals. I'll tell you after we go off air.
Okay.
But tomorrow, episode 2 of the Bright Light Podcast is live tomorrow. Tomorrow's topic is Can We Talk for a Minute? No, it's Can We Talk? It's going to be a lesson on communication. So feel free to tune in on the Murray Life Podcast. I go live tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Yeah, come sit
Tell
on the
them how I
couch with me.
spell.
It is the Married Married Life Lyfe podcast. You can find me on Facebook and well, the YouTube page it's not up, so it's one of my personal YouTube. But I would definitely post a link in my page. But yeah, come sit with me, come chat it up with me, come talk with me. So let's talk about communication and how it works. And sometimes when not to listen and when not to talk. So see you tomorrow live on the Murray Life. And In the Basement B is going live Friday. I'm going to be talking about everything that's happening at D23, the X-Men casting, all the trailers that was released and movies that released. We got New Incredibles 3 coming. We got Lilo and Stitch 2. We have a Frozen 3. We have a live action Tangled. We have
It's a lot. It's a lot.
it's a lot. So
Yep.
It's
we
a
got a
lot.
lot to talk about. Got a lot to talk about in the basement.
All right. Danny,
Yes.
What is he laughing at?
at you, because you like another episode of Basement in the Beat, and you went on for like 30 minutes about what's gonna be in the basement. Um, But it's all love though. Yo, what do you got? Because I know you got the EDM. Baby girl getting ready to
Yeah,
drop her first album.
yeah. She gonna
Uh
drop her on her birthday, October 19th.
Libra
We're gonna
season.
drop.
Libra
We're gonna
season.
drop the
Libra
best of
season.
both worlds. The shut up. The best of both
Never.
worlds between me and her. Then the EDM album of both us two on Halloween. Also, if everything goes right, my book will be digital. The Untitled Nightmare on Halloween.
Shout out to you.
Awesome.
And you called me about that. I was so happy for you. Um, can I tell the story real quick? Just a little bit of the story, or you want to do it?
What do you think?
So Danny got an invite from Amazon to put his book on Kindle.
Awesome.
Um, so yeah, I'm proud of my boy. I'm proud of my partner. I'm proud of my brother. He been working on this book for quite some time, and you already know, Nikki, Libras all day, every day. Um,
Capricorns are better.
I
be
can't get rid of
quiet.
y'all.
I
Nothing.
see
Pisces
Virgo
lights over
down.
here. We in the
I'm
Aquarius.
Cap-
about to mute
That's right.
everybody.
Capricorns, we begin in the year.
That
Y'all like
don't mean
swimming with us
nothing.
though.
That don't mean nothing. Anyway, my brother got an invite from Amazon to publish his book digitally, which was awesome because he was not looking for them. They actually came looking for him, which is awesome.
Congrats. Congrats.
So congratulations to him on that accomplishment. Um, so you know, but so One My Entertainment, if y'all have not got Raheem Anderson's album yet, the studio session, if you have not streamed it, if you have not looked for it, it's
What are
shame
you
on you.
waiting for?
Please go and
Shame
do
on
it.
you.
So that I
How
don't be
dare
the
you?
only person.
Okay. So you guys need to go look for Raheem Anderson's The Studio Session, which is produced by me.
The
It is
man
a
right
great
there.
album, great storytelling album, great sensual album. We took it back. We like the we just like to stay in our bag, which is that old school for us, old school R&B, 90s and early 2000s. So go listen, get it. It is
Oh, sorry.
also um we also got Malachi, the last kiss get ready to drop. We just still need to pick a date, but we get ready to drop the single Time Stop. Um, Time Stop is coming. So if y'all be on the lookout for that, I forgot to upload the sample to the platform so you can catch a peep of it. But Time Stop is don't be shaking your head at me, Chris. I've been busy. Busy trying to walk on a jacked up foot. Um, so we got that new music coming. Rose Simmons will be in the studio, so her album will be coming next year. Because I'm about to go on my music hiatus break. We drop Malachi's. So Rose Simmons' new album will be coming out real soon because I know some of y'all been asking about her. But
I
one
gotta
mind,
talk to you about that too, man. April 1st, me and you, what up?
but oh yeah, definitely. One Mind Production, we are here, we are doing it. So definitely go and check out the music from Corey Anders, Alicia Kay with a period at the end of her name. Um, like I said, Rose's album. Look me up on Spotify, YouTube under Kevin Crazy Gross, which I'm going to be trying to change that soon. Spotify makes it hard for you to change your name for some stupid reason. And the platform that I use for distribution don't even let Apple like we got to go directly through them to change the name now, which is crazy. So anyway, thank you all for coming out, hanging out with us. Andy, what do we have on deck for next week? Or do you
Man,
even know?
I know, but do you want to say it?
I don't know. No, you said, oh, oh. So I need to ask y'all real quick. Are y'all available next Saturday?
After work.
What's the date? The 22nd?
Yes.
That's just
Yes.
like,
Yeah, I'm available.
Okay. So
I
now
mean,
I
after
already
work.
know somebody about to be in the comment.
It's gonna
And
need
Sean, if you're
Courtney.
not
It's
here,
gonna
I
need
might have to reach out
everybody.
to Sean directly. We are doing the recast. This has been the most anticipated, the most asked for show since the end of season two. We are doing the recast of The Last Dragon.
Why?
Show enough.
I don't.
Bruce Leroy. Show enough. Bruce
And the
Leroy.
thing is, I don't know why people been asking us for it. I don't know why.
Yo,
Why?
every time me and Danny talk about doing this show, every time we talk about doing this show, somehow, some way, social media throws it in our face. Where like either There's a guy, I can't think of his name, where he's modded a Street Fighter game and he puts Show Enough in there in the Street Fighter game and he just be dominating. Then it's another one where they had like baby Show Enough and baby Bruce Leroy as the Chucky dolls
And then the
fighting each
email we
other.
got for the special request, like,
So it was just the internet was screaming at us.
yo, oh man,
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's petty.
Wow.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we
Wow.
have
that's your
come to
warning
the end of the
shot.
show. Unlike boys and men, just like boys and men, we have come to the end of the road.
Pew pew.
Yo, Solo was priceless for that, yo. First of all, I'm sorry. When my man went, y'all good? Anybody get shot? Y'all, anybody get shot?
That was
Y'all,
hilarious. Hilarious.
yo, I just hope they don't take that him from him since he has to realign with the bloodline, man. But that's
Yeah.
another episode. That's a wrestling episode. But so, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have come to the end of the show. We thank you for hanging out with us for this 2 hour ride. We tried to do 90 minutes. We tried to do 90 minutes. No, I'm not doing it. No. We tried to do 90 minutes, but it was a lot to unpack here, okay? And then with the audio issues and us it is what it is. This is a two fat guys episode. That's what makes it fun because you never know what you're going to get. Okay, it's way worse than a box of assorted chocolates because everyone is coconut. It's all nasty. You never know. Yo, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please, as always, take care of yourself. Have fun out here. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It is Two Fat Guys Podcast. Deuces, ooses. Love y'all.
They coming for everything they deserve this time. That's what they told me. Now hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm gonna tell them the truth one time. I thought they knew